Good afternoon, Appliance Bootcamp family and friends. We'll give YouTube a few minutes to actually put the notifications out, let everybody know we're out here. I'm coming to you all today on a Saturday afternoon. Like I say, I normally here on Mondays and Thursdays, but this week with everything schedule got kind of pushed off a little bit. A couple of crazy events that happened. One crazy event that happened, and then I had the parade. So I wanted to come to you all and talk just one time prior to our actual sale going off. Tomorrow is going to be the actual last day to take advantage of the actual sale price that we have for Appliance Boot Camp and the different the blender course and also our driving cleaning course. Tomorrow will be the last day to actually take advantage of that. After that, they'll go back to the regular prices. Also, I wanted to let everybody know those people who have purchased the Appliance Boot Camp live hands-on event. We have the actual new dates already there. So you if you go on over to Teachable where your actual courses are at, you'll see an um, uh, actual thing that says hands-on event. If you click on that on the hands-on event, it actually send you to a link to actually where you can actually schedule and choose the time and date you would like to come to the actual events that we're having in 2020. So you can actually go there now and actually start the schedule. Just go over to Teachable. Those people who have purchased the Appliance Bootcamp live event, and you can actually go there and actually purchase your actually go there and register for the new live event. And the dates for that new live event is going to be February the 29th. We're going to have March the 14th, March the 28th, April the 11th, and April the 25th. All right. So I just want to let everybody know that those new dates have been uploaded. If you go to the course that says those people who have purchased the Appliance Bootcamp live event, hands-on. If you go to the course inside your course description, it'll have the actual hands-on event, and you can actually choose the time, choose the date you like to come up. We got February, March, and April dates already there. So you can actually go there and choose the dates you would like for us to come to like to come to. Also, everybody that has registered for the Appliance Boot Camp that actually paid for the live event or the online event in the past, they actually have been added to the course. If you use the same email that you use to register for the Appliance Boot Camp live or the Appliance Boot Camp online when you was with JT, we actually went through last night and got all those people added. If you haven't been added, just send me an email, and I'll put the email address here where you need to send it to, um, and we'll get you in. And you need to use the same email address that you use to actually register the first time. Okay. All right. Today we're having a lot of graduations and stuff. I'm going to the actual subject that we're talking about today. Today we're having, I'm seeing a lot of people putting graduation pictures up, people graduating from college, which is always a real good thing. And I always like to see people when they graduating a real good time. I really enjoy that. But at the same time, I know in about a year or two, though a lot of those people who are actually graduating, we're gonna actually start to see them popping up talking about how much they owe in student loans. They're not able to find jobs. They are giving them enough money to actually sustain their lifestyle, or they're not having the lifestyle that they thought they would have. In about 2 years, all that glory and all that shiny glittery stuff would be worn off, and people then would start to question their actual decision of actually taking the steps of going into debt if they went into debt, or even their career choices, because they're gonna see it's not gonna be paying as much as they thought it was gonna pay. They might not be have the lifestyle they thought they would have, and that's where I'm coming to today. We're saying appliance repair, the field of appliance repair, is the jiu-jitsu of the careers. About maybe 25, 30 years ago. I don't know if some of y'all might not remember, but when I was growing up, I'm 47. We used to look at action theater, karate theater. They had different names, but every Saturday or Sunday they have these all these karate movies that would come on, and you would see all these people doing karate. And we used to try to practice it on our own. We never took karate lessons or anything, but we thought uh, all that kicking and all that spinning and jumping and all of that. We thought that was real karate. And then you would actually see people who took karate lessons. They were taking like taekwondo, and they would take maybe karate. You had some people who were boxing, and you thought those guys were the real fighters. You thought those guys were the ones they couldn't be beat. You would see the karate guys spinning around, kicking a board and breaking it, or they chopping some wood and breaking it, and the boxers, it looks the actual science of boxing and how they look throwing that jab and knocking somebody out, and it looked really good. And the physiques on those guys, those guys physiques, they look like Greek gods. A lot of them did. And you thought, okay, those guys, they the ones who really know how to fight. About 25, 30 years ago, they this thing popped up called Ultimate Fighting Challenge. And I remember when the first one happened, and what it was, they only had two rules. They wanted to decide who were the best fighters out here. Was it the boxers? Was it the taekwondo? Was it Wing Chun? Was it all this stuff? Who had the baddest who had the baddest discipline there was out there? And so they started this thing they call Ultimate Fighting Challenge. And all you had to do was show up, and the only two rules were you couldn't bite anybody and you couldn't gouge nobody eye out. And they said we're not going to have a referee. It's not going to be a time limit. It's not going to be a weight limit. All you do, if you think you got the baddest thing around, you step in the ring and we're going to decide it. And what happened, you were seeing all these guys coming with black belts and kickboxers and boxers and all this. And some of these guys, like I said, they look like Greek gods. They were so built and stuff. And all of a sudden, this little kind of skinny guy pops up, named Horse Gracie, and he got on like pajamas, and he's frail. He's not even 200 pounds, and he's skinny, and he has a funny stance, and he's laying on his back, and you're thinking this guy gonna get killed. Well, God knows he goes there, and his style, he's not knocking nobody out, and he's not doing any of these crazy jumping, spinning kicks, and he's not doing anything that you thought what fighting was. He actually was making grown men, these guys, actually tap out, and he was doing it in a way that it kind of threw everybody off, because it was like it looked like this guy's getting beat up. He's laying on his back, and this other guy, like he's getting ready to pound him. And then he actually does some quick move and gets this guy arm in an arm bar, or get him in some type of choke, and the guy quits. And he's getting up unhurt, and he's kicking everybody's butt, to the point where you start saying that taekwondo don't work, that Wing Chun don't work. A boxer can't compete against him. People used to say, well, if a guy who can't go to the ground, he can't fight a boxer. And he proved that wrong. If he ever got where he can put his hands on the boxer, it was over with. And to the point where he changed the whole martial arts, the way martial arts is now. Where martial arts now, you got to be all encompassed. You can't be somebody who just have a ground game. You can't be somebody who just have can actually strike and punch. You had to have that whole combination. And now martial arts have changed so much because of that, where he stepped in and he put his skill set up against all the other disciplines, and he kicked their butts. And because it didn't look the way we thought it was going to look, it was hard for us to accept it at the beginning. Well, that's the way it is with appliance repair. Appliance repair, it doesn't look like the doctor. It doesn't look like the businessman. It doesn't look the way that we think a successful business is supposed to look. It doesn't look like it like somebody who's making a lot of money is supposed to look. It looks totally unorthodox. Like when we saw Royce Gracie land on his back and letting somebody get on top of him, that looked unorthodox. Same thing. If you see somebody going out here fixing somebody's dryer in less than 30 minutes, making $300, $250, that doesn't look right. and we start to question it. We say something is wrong here. Uh, Look at my hands. My hands, they got callus all on them. They're not going to be nothing manicured and stuff. They're gonna have. I got dirt up under my nails sometimes because that's what this trade does. But this trade will kick any other career. But I'm honestly, I will put appliance repair up against any career. Matter of fact, I'm at the point where I'm actually thinking about going to kind of doing like Horse Gracing them done. Just say, hey, he said, if anybody think they can beat me, and you bring your skill set into the ring, and we'll decide it out here in the ring. I'm almost to the point where I'm thinking about popping up places where there's a lot of professionals, a lot of college graduates, a lot of whoever is out there, and say, hey, uh, let we got it's 8 o'clock, and we got 8 hours. You take your degree, you take your professional training, you take everything you got, and I'm gonna take my appliance repair. You get $100, I get $100, and we'll come back in 8 hours and see who got the most money. So who see who can turn the most money off of any trade. I don't care what it is, if it's legal or illegal. I want to tell them, bring it on. Let's meet someplace where go to a city don't nobody know us, and just have two rules. Uh, One, you what you call if somebody asks if somebody asks if for a background, you have to tell them I got a felony. Just say, yeah, I got a felony. And the other rule is it has to be a city that nobody know you or know me, and we meet up there with $100, and we see how long it take. At the end, we go from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 or 5 o'clock the afternoon, and we'll see how much money we make. And it could be in a rural area, it could be in a highly populated area. It doesn't matter. I'll put appliance repair up against any career, any profession, and I say appliance repair kick their butt. At one point in time, I was thinking HVAC could actually stand up against appliance repair, but I was just thinking about HVAC where here where I live at in North Carolina. In North Carolina, we get all 4 seasons, so we get to change everything around. With places, I was listening to TMM Appliance the other day, his interview. I had never thought about it. He's in Florida. So they only got 1 season really for HVAC, because now in the wintertime, it's not cold enough for them to have to turn the heat on, and it's not hot enough for them to turn the air on. So HVAC now is struggling, but appliance repair still makes it. Um, Same thing here but if he was in North Carolina like us, they now turn the heat on. So if they were doing air conditions during the summer, now they're doing heat. So they keep going year round around here. But appliance repair, it doesn't matter the temperature or where you go, it's always going to be a demand. Always going to be a demand. And I can go to any city, any town, and set up shop and make a living off of it. And I don't know any other career that you can do that, legal or illegal. I would tell anybody, if you do something illegal, I don't care what they say. Get it how you live. If you want to challenge appliance repair, I'll be willing to challenge you against it. Show up anywhere, you pick a place, and both of us get $100. As long as we don't know anybody, we go to some place that's totally different than where we are. And if somebody asks, you have to tell them you got a felony. I would tell them too. I said I got an assault felony, so I got a felony. And we're gonna see if you can actually start from somebody who got a felony, don't know anything, get dropped off of $100, how long it will take you to actually pull your life together. And we'll come back at the end of the day and see how much money you make. And I know with the skill set I know from appliance repair, I know I'll be okay. I know I will be okay, okay. Now I'll put that up against any other career or any other profession out there. It's going to be hard to beat appliance repair. A lot of people don't like to think that way. A lot of people want to think you got to be a professional engineer. If you're a professional engineer, you got to go out here and actually try to get somebody to you got to go out here and actually get somebody to actually give you a job, and then you after you get a job, you gonna have to wait so long before you get paid. I'm saying 8 hours. You get 8 hours. We meet up someplace and we go. That goes for wholesalers. If somebody who want to flip houses, you think flipping houses can beat it? We meet up someplace we don't know anybody, and you go. Same thing. If you somebody who does stocks, You get $100 and you start with your $100 and you get on the stock market and you go. If you somebody who like to hold, who likes uh, to sell stuff online or go out and do whatever your mix is, whatever your discipline is, it doesn't matter. I'll put appliance repair up against it, and appliance repair, I'm almost certain appliance repair will beat pretty much any profession that's out here. Now the skilled trade stuff, the ones that they have licenses and stuff, same thing. They are good, but still, it doesn't give you the opportunity that appliance repair does. Appliance repair, I can walk into just about any restaurant, find work. I can walk into any laundromat, find work. I can walk to any apartment complex, find work. I can go to any community and and find work, and walk right in. And like I say, the reason why I say appliance repairs like the Jiu Jitsu of the careers, because I'm not just limited to where if I was an electrician, all I could do is electrical work. If I was HVAC, all I could do is HVAC. If I was plumbing, all I could do is plumbing. Because I'm an appliance repairman, I can do all of them. I can do the HVAC, I can do the plumbing, I can do the electrical, I do the appliances. I can do anything in that house. I can fix. And that's what the young man who came here 6 months ago took the appliance boot camp online, and he made $2,600 last week. He told me, he said he can fix anything. He don't care what it is, he can fix it. So his peers just graduated probably today. He didn't go back to school, but there's nobody that's walking across that stage and in the next 6 months going to be making $2,600 a week. They won't make that in the next 6 years. They probably won't make it. The way things are going, they probably won't make it throughout their whole career. They won't make $2,600 in a week, put it into their pocket. So that's why I say appliance repair. If you're looking for something that you saw how now jiu-jitsu changed the whole horse racing changed the whole scope of mixed martial arts and fighting. Appliance repair is doing the same thing because people now are starting to wake up and say what these guys are talking about on the internet about appliance repair. It works. They're going out here. They're winning. And a lot of them, once they get out here and they put it up against those professional degrees, those good government jobs, those good railroad jobs, they say appliance repair is making it tap out. It's putting them in a rear naked choke, or it got them in an arm bar, and they say that government job ain't worth it. I'm going to appliance repair because appliance repair does it. It does that, and it can do it anywhere. If somebody wants to come and take everything I've had, everything I got right now, everything that I own right now, if somebody was to come and just say, okay, we taking everything you own, you get out there on the streets. If they put me right out there on the streets, I would be okay. My life wouldn't change not one bit. It'll take me a little bit to try to accumulate everything back. But as far as me not being able to eat, not being able to have shelter over my head, not being able to have food for my family, it wouldn't stop me one bit. Because of appliance repair, I can go anywhere. And in a good economy, I do well. In a bad economy, I do well. In a high end neighborhood, I do well. In a dirt poor neighborhood, I'll still do well. It's not going to change. Our discipline that we have it allows you to operate any and everywhere. In rural America, it does well, and high metropolitan areas, it does well. And like I say, in a good economy, it does well. In a bad economy, it does really well. So you actually are isolated from all those anything that can actually get you. You now have the ability. You're like the seasoned MMA fighter is now. You have a good striking game, and you have a good ground game, and you pretty much can take on any and everything that comes your way. Like I say, right now we got one more day left for the actual sale. If you want to get in on the appliance boot camp live event and online, it's $1,000 still. After tomorrow, it's going to go up to 18, going up to 1650, be 1,650. Right now, if you want to, we have the actual dates for the 2020. You can go online to actual the ones that actually purchased the Appliance Bootcamp live event. You can actually go online now and choose the time of day you'd like to come out. We have the dates up. We have February, March, and April up. You can go there, see the dates, and choose the date you want. And we'll see you there. I'm gonna go through the chat real quick. I just want to come here and make y'all aware of that. Also, like I said, I've updated all of the actual all I got all of the modules up besides three. They're loading now while we talking. So I got three of them that's constantly loading right now. So all of them will be up before the end of the day today. So that total Appliance Bootcamp online is it'd be totally complete today. So you need to go back and look and see what modules you might have missed. All of those are up now. And now I'm getting ready to start uploading the new modules. So next week you're gonna actually start seeing new stuff popping up. This new stuff that we're currently doing now. And like I say, those people who actually came to the live event and paid for the online with JT, they're whatchamacallit. We had your email address, and you need to register with the email address that you register with the online, and you register with the hands-on event, because that's the emails we're going by. If we saw that email where you actually register for our Appliance Bootcamp, we actually put you into the course, so you have all that available now. And same thing, those people who paid for the online event for JT, they're eligible to come to the live event too. So if you want to come to the live event, you can come to the live event. It doesn't cost you anything. Only thing, I need to see a picture. When you go there, upload your picture onto Teachable, so I can know that you're the actual person who's showing up. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go through the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna get out of here. All right. Ordarian Brown, what's good, Mike? Grabbed the blender course last night. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Assam Usa, hello, Mike. Hey, how you doing? Den Ray Hicks, hey, Mike. Hey, how you doing? Mr. Kales, what's up, Mike? Driving to work order. There you go. Driving to work order right now. That's somebody who got that discipline going at it. And I was telling the guys, I was telling one of the past students called me either Thursday or something. I said, man, y'all make me feel bad. Y'all be calling me on Saturday and Sundays. Y'all out here working. It make me feel like I'm kind of laying back. So I have to actually get up and start doing work myself. Nora Ingram, hello, Mike. I'm already a student of your original online course. What do I need to do and where the holiday sales are concerned? Blenders course, I have already paid. So if you already paid for the online for the original course, what you need to do, just go right here to appliancebootcamp.com, and you need to go and register for the whatchamacallit. Register for Appliance Bootcamp online. Don't buy no courses. Just go there and register. Once you register, you need to register with the same email address that you used when you bought the online address, because that's how we verify it. You use that same email address. We'll see it pop up, and once we see it pop up, I add you into the course, and you get everything. You get everything, and you can come to the live event if you like. BK from the Rockies, the very first version of the UFC was truly gangster. Yeah, it was. Back then, no time limit. The referee couldn't stop you. No, if you were getting your butt kicked, there's only two ways that the fight got stopped. Either you quit, you had to tap out, or you got knocked out. So the only thing, and the referee he couldn't stop the fight. There wasn't no judges. There wasn't nothing where after the end where you go to some. They took everything out of the hands of somebody making what somebody could say, hey, I won, but they cheated me. There weren't no judges. You fought until somebody got knocked out, or until somebody said, man, I don't want no more. I quit. And like I said, when that jiu-jitsu, I had never even heard of jiu-jitsu until Horace Gracie came out there. You know, he came out there and he was fighting people 3 and 4 times his size. There wasn't no weight limit. So it wasn't that, you a heavyweight, you a lightweight. Nah, you get in and whatever you got, you go with it. And that same way appliance repair is. It doesn't matter what it is, what weight class, anything. Appliance repair kick any career butt. Honestly, I'll put it against any career, appliance repair. And that's anybody who does wholesale, anybody on the internet who sell courses. If you sell courses and you think your course, what you're teaching and selling is better than appliance repair or appliance boot camp, bring your course. And I don't want your course to. And if your course, I want us to take somebody where we're taking people from, meeting them where they at. You get $100. I get $100. We go someplace where don't nobody know us, and we tell everybody that we got a felony, and we see how much money we can make. You use your what you teach in your course, I use what I teach in my course, and we see where we go. If your course uh, requires somebody to be not to have a felony, requires somebody to have a bunch of money and stuff up front and this and that, then I'm sorry, it can't compete against appliance boot camp and appliance repair. Appliance repair, $60 worth of hand tools. That's all you need, and the knowledge that you have in your head, you actually taking it and taking your knowledge and actually applying it to your life and to the real world, and actually getting the results that I say you can get, and you're going to get them. You're going to get them. I don't know anything else that can do this besides appliance repair. All right. Black 1222. Hello, Mike. I never considered appliance repair until I ran across you. Thanks, bro. When is the appliance class in 2020? I'm ready to attend. You need to go purchase the appliance bootcamp online. If you purchase it online, and you go to appliancebootcamp.com, you can see the link. You purchase that online, then you're eligible to come to any of the classes in 2020. And I got the links to the classes now for those people who already purchased it, and they can see the dates, and they just choose the dates that they want. And it's not a one-time thing. You can come back as many times as you want. Curtis Massenberg, starting out, do you need to have a business name for the blender repair? No, you don't. You don't need to have a business name for your blender repair. The blender repair and the dry vent cleaning, I've done those for people who were saying they didn't have the money to actually purchase the appliance repair. They wanted ways they can actually start to go out and make money to actually to eventually afford the appliance boot camp online and hands-on event. That's all that's really for. It's just a quick hustle. It's not you can turn it into a business, but right now you just using that as a quick hustle. It's not going to be something that I didn't write that as something to be a full-time full-blown business. It was something to get some money in your pocket to supplement you so you could come to that actual appliance bootcamp online. And that's another thing. When you buy the online course, Appliance Bootcamp, you get the blender course and you get the dry vent cleaning course. So if you somebody, I have people say, "Hey, all I got is $1,000." Well, once you get that, once you pay, you're gonna actually, you actually start learning right then and there. You start learning the appliance repair right then and there. And if you need to get more money up, you can actually you got the blender course there, and you got the dry vent cleaning course. Those you can actually then start to implement those to get you more money, where you can go out and get your insurance and stuff to go out and get contracts. All right. Nora Ingram, Mike, please answer my question if you have time. Don't want to miss out on the holiday Black Friday sale. Yeah, I just answered, Nora Ingram. You don't have to if you already purchased the original online course, you don't have to purchase anything else. You good. Just go there and sign up, and I'll put you in. Okay. All right, Nora Ingram. Okay, there you go. All right, Buddha, man, my market is crazy. I registered with 8 different warranty companies. I didn't get one contact. Well, if you register, I'm telling people this now. If you register now with warranty companies, you're not gonna hear anything till beginning of the year, because we in Christmas mode now. We 2 weeks out, a week and a half out from Christmas. Nobody's doing no work. They got Christmas parties. They winding down. People going on vacation. Nobody's doing anything to the beginning of the year. So if you're somebody who just starting to send your stuff out with warranty companies and stuff, you're not going to hear anything to the beginning of the year. That's just about with any and everybody. Everybody that got into the Christmas mode. So they're not doing anything new. They're not doing anything to the beginning of the year. So you're not going to hear anything from nobody until then. All right. BK Rockies at chat. Okay. There you go. Somebody's talking in the chat. Okay. All right. There we go. And all you packet. Hey, Mike, I like the way you set up the explanation of how powerful appliance repair is by leading with the martial arts story. Nice analogy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, the reason I saw that, I've seen a lot of people putting up the graduations of the young kids and stuff, and I was thinking about the young guy who didn't go back to school. Let me see if I can get my camera to readjust. I was thinking about the young guy who didn't go back to school, who didn't go back to college. I wonder how well his families are, receiving the fact that he's not there and what he's actually is doing. Also, I had a young man who wants to come here, but he's afraid of what his family going to say with him not going to college and telling him what he's doing is bad. So that's why I use that analogy. Like I said, a lot of times when we saw Horse Gracie come out there, we thought for sure he was gonna get his butt kicked. And he made up. He was undefeated in that UFC for years. He was undefeated, didn't take a butt whooping. Matter of fact, his family, for his dad had kind of put together the Gracie Jiu Jitsu, and his dad had went decades, 70 years and stuff, and they had nobody in the family that get taken a butt whooping from the stuff that his dad had put together. So, an appliance repair is the same thing. Okay. Can you give us the site address again to get the class schedule? The site address, just go back into the appliance, go back to Appliance Bootcamp on Teachable online. Just go back to Appliance Bootcamp online and you will see it. It's going to say hands-on training event. Click on that and it'll have the link and you just come. I'm already if you Black 12 21 12, he already paid for the live event. If you go to the if you went to the Appliance Bootcamp online and scheduled, and registered, then you already there. If you haven't registered, you need to go register and we'll put you in. But if you already registered with the Appliance Bootcamp online, don't buy it, just register and we see your email address, we'll put you in. All right. Donald White. Hey, Mike, I do HVAC. Do you think I can make it just doing seal system repairs? Yeah, you can. You can. Right now, you definitely can because of all the things that LG got going on. You could do compressor and seal system all day now with the stuff LG got going on. But yeah, you could do okay just doing seal system. And with seal systems, the money you make with seal systems, you don't have to have a lot. You can just do one or two per day or one every other day, and you still make a real good money, you know. Okay. All right. James Sander. Is it safe to assume that I should be able to find the answer to fix most appliances out there because it's the same problem repeating, and I'm not the only guy who asks the same question? Yeah. Once you learn the theory behind them and you learn how to read a schematic, and you get comfortable with taking stuff apart, putting it back together, you can fix anything. You can fix any piece of electronics as long as you got the schematic. All right. Tax Elite Property LLC. Thanks, Mike. I registered online through the website, and you accepted me, and I was okay, and I was unable to access any of the course. I'm one of the January ABC lives. Is there any steps I missed? No, you should be in there. Send me your email here. All right, send me your email there, and see you should be good. All right. Appreciate you taking the time to answer my question. Love the online course and looking forward to coming to the live event and meeting my mentor, Michael. Thank you, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. Greg B. Can the lump? Yeah, Greg. All you need to do is just go to the go sign up for register for the online appliance bootcamp online. Don't buy anything, just register. And once you register, I'll put you into the course. And when you go into the course, you get the blender, you get the dry vent cleaner, you get all of that we have in there right now. Okay, Fabulous 50 Life. Mike, I want to go to the class. Do I have to purchase anything other than that? Nah, just if you never purchased the Appliance Bootcamp online, you're gonna have to purchase Appliance Bootcamp online. Once you purchase that, you come to the class, and you come back as many times you want. Okay, Booyadan, I think that's what it is. Buhayandan. I figured that I'm hitting up apartment complex up Monday. Okay, that's good. All right. We got hey, how do you get manufacturer certified? Is that worthwhile? I don't do manufacturing certificate. You can't. It's just you just call the manufacturer and tell them you want to be an authorized service provider. I don't do that because they don't pay enough money for me. And what they tell you, well, we don't pay you the money, but you have tech support. And also, they say once the appliance goes out of warranty, then you are what you call you be the first in line to get it, and you can actually they'll be your customer. But no, I'd much rather go to third party warranty to get trained that way and use appliancetology to actually to train myself. Then once I get trained and I feel good about it, then I step out and I just start doing COD calls. Now, unless you're doing something like a melee or you're doing something like Sub-Zero, if you're doing warranty work for them, that's totally different because they're gonna pay really well. So that's something totally different. If you're doing high end appliances, what we call boutique appliances, if you're doing their warranty work, then that's worth it. But just doing like Samsung or Frigidaire, it ain't worth it. To me, it's not. Prestige Mobile Detailing. What's up, Mike? Had a great time in the class. Learned a lot in the class this past weekend. Yeah, I recognize you now. I'm sending your daughter's bag off today. I'm sending it off today. I was gonna take it the other day, but it was still wet. They wouldn't take it wet. So the next day, so I let it dry out, and I just came back to the shop. And I'm gonna take it over today and ship it out. All right. James Sanders, I mean, if I have a service call on some appliances, I don't know how to fix it. I can find the answer on appliancetology, right? Like digging up the past form. Yeah, but once you get no, the first couple of times you go to something, you have a look, you be, it's gonna take you a while to actually figure out the get your confidence up, where you actually know what's going on. You're not intimidated, and once you know the theory behind how they operate and stuff, you get comfortable interacting with the customer. You can fix it. It ain't gonna be hard. You can walk in there and fix any appliance. You'll be just like my man that was here 6 months ago. Wait, you don't care about it. You walk into any appliance, you can fix it. When you see it, you know the theory of how it operates. You can fix it. You know, it won't be hard. It won't be hard at all. It be similar to this, Mr. James Sander, like playing basketball. Uh, we put a lot of time and effort in playing basketball, and I don't know you, but most brothers I know, we played a lot of basketball. Now you can run up to any court anywhere, and you just ask who got next, and they tell you I do, and you say can I get a run? You be like yeah, and you join in. You don't have to talk to the guy ahead of time and say now how do y'all play what defense y'all running and what position you want me to play. You don't have to do that. Once you get on the court, you figure it out because you've done it so much and you're so comfortable. You just figure it out and say, okay, I gotta. They don't. Y'all don't sit down and strategize. Oh, I gotta do this. Once you get comfortable and you know this trade, it'd be just like you playing basketball. You walk out there, you say, okay, I match up with him. You need to match up with him. I'm gonna play this position, and you just fill in where you go. Same thing with appliances. I walk in, a dishwasher is not draining out water. I know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna put in diagnostic mode, see if I can turn the drain pump on, see if the drain pump pumps out, if the drain pump don't pump out. Then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna ask them, have y'all changed the garbage disposal lately? They tell me yes, they put a new garbage disposal in. I said that's when the dishwasher stopped working. About that time, then I know maybe it's the drain plug ain't been knocked out. I'm gonna knock the air gap out, the garbage disposal, good. Otherwise, I'm gonna disconnect the garbage disposal. I'm gonna take a bucket, put the drain line in the bucket, turn the dishwasher back on. See how much water I got coming out. If I ain't got much water, then I'm gonna take the dishwasher from up under the sink, and what you call go looking into the drain pump, see what's clogging it, see if the drain pump or the drain line. You just know where to go, and that's the way you're gonna be as you start to do more appliances. It doesn't matter if you go there to what appliances. It don't matter who makes it. You know where you need to be looking at, and that's the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be easy like that. Okay, all right. Here we go. James Sanders. Okay, they talking. I just did a melee. Lord, that thing was like a Giga said. Yeah, they can they can be a little tricky when you first start, but just like anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Uh, Cormog USA. Hey, Mike. Is it possible to run warranty calls only on weekend? Yeah, it is. We had somebody who came through our appliance boot camp, and I didn't know if it could be done because I never tried that. but that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to know if he could actually just do weekends. I said, I don't know, just tell the people and see what they say. And everybody that contacted him back, he kept telling me he can only do weekends. And finally, he got maybe two. I mean, he might have two. He might have two warranty companies. He just do weekends on. That's all he does. He does weekends. All right. You're welcome, Prestige Mobile Detailing. All right, there you go. Space Age 3000. Mike, can you speak about cordless tools? They are definitely important. I'm gonna stick with Harbor. They are definitely important. I'm gonna stick with the Harbor Freight too. Yeah, I like the cordless screwdrivers. I like the I like the little impact drivers. I use the Bosch. Personally, I got a little Bosch one. I like it. It's small, lightweight, and also with the Bosch, it just works well for me. Here in the shop, and what I give the young guys that work for me, I go to Harbor Freight and get their little impact drill, because theirs, I know they're gonna drop theirs off the ladder. They're gonna leave them places. I don't care if they break the little Harbor Freight, they break my Bosch, I'm upset. So, but yeah, they're good. Get you a good drill that, like I said, get one that will last all day. You don't want your drill running out on you in the middle of the day. So, most good drills now go all day, especially those little impact drills. They usually go all day, and some of them now come with two batteries. So just make sure you keep your battery charged. All right, John Arnold, what's going on, Mike? In your video, why you must charge $85? How do you factor in health insurance? Health insurance is factored in there. With me, with my health insurance, I get it free from another business that I do. I get free health insurance. Um, but if you were to actually, I've done another one. I don't know if I've done that one here, where I actually done your cost of doing business. Your cost of doing business, it actually breaks it down further. As you start to break it down further, you take all your expenses that you have. That would also include your health insurance, and you will put that all into a spreadsheet. And once you put it into that spreadsheet, you'll break it out with how many service calls you expect to run throughout the year, and then it tells you how much you need to charge. So your health insurance, in order to cover your health insurance, you need to charge another $1.50 per whatchamacallit, per service call. Because what you have to do when we're thinking about stuff like this, and when we're thinking about business, we're thinking about the lump sum. You're thinking, okay, health insurance is going to cost me. Say if it costs you $400 a month for health insurance, so that'll be $4,800 per year. And just think, if you're gonna okay, you're gonna run $4,800, 4,800. So let's do a little math. $400 a month for health insurance times 12 months. That's gonna be 4,800. All right. Suppose you say you're gonna do 3,000 calls. You're gonna do 3,000 calls. So what you would do, you would divide that 4,800 by that 3,000, and that'll give you 1.6. So that'll be $1.60 is what you need to charge when you start doing your service call fee. So I say, okay, I need to add $1.60 for every call I go to be able for every call I go to. If I'm gonna do 3,000 calls in a year, I need to make sure I add $1.60 to pay for my health insurance for the whole year. And that's how you come up with the health insurance and pay for your health insurance. And that's why I say it doesn't hurt business owners. If you try to put a penalty on me, if you try to put a tax on me, it's not going to hurt me, because I'm going to pass it on to the customer. It's not going to hurt me. Somebody else is going to pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. That's why we're gonna have to have a serious talk about business. It used to be in schools. We done. You had small business courses and stuff, and you people knew how to do business. Knew the basic ground floor of business. But now we don't know anything. Like, for instance, people asking me, do I put a markup on the prices when I buy parts? Yes, you gotta put a markup. If I go buy a thermostat for $1, I'm not gonna sell it to the customer. If I put it on a custom machine, I'm not gonna sell it to them for $1. You're gonna mark it up 20%. You're gonna charge them $1.20. No, you're gonna mark it up 20%. And what happens now, people don't. I don't know what happened. something happens in the school system where this got out. It used to be when we was in school, everybody had a little hustle going to school. And you start off selling now laters. You could get you could get a pack of now laters back then. I think maybe 25 cents. You got 5 now laters, so that was like 5 cents per now later. So what you would do, you would go to the store before school, and you buy you four. You have $1, you buy you 4 packs of now laters. Now, once you got to school, if somebody came there and say, "Hey, let me buy a now later from you," you didn't tell them, "Okay, yeah, give me a nickel." No, you tell them, "Give me a quarter." And they'll say, "I can buy the whole pack." Yeah, you can, but you can't buy one right now. If you want one in school, you're gonna give me a quarter per now later. And that's how you made your money. And a lot of times when you was in second and third grade, and you had kids doing that. And then it got to a point where didn't nobody want to do now later. Everybody was doing now later. You'll bring something totally different to school to actually sell. And you'll mark it up and you made your money. But nowadays, we got to the point now where we're supposed to give everybody something. If I had a pencil that everybody wanted that I went and bought, if I paid $2 for it, it's gonna cost you $5 if you want to buy it at school. But now they take the pencil from you and put them all in a pile and say, everybody take one pencil, and you ain't supposed to. I don't want you to be feeling bad because you ain't got no pencils. It was just it's now they've taken the actual entrepreneurship and beat it out of y'all, where y'all don't even know, y'all feel guilty about charging somebody what you're supposed to charge them. The reason why you got market up 20%, you loaning them your money because you went out and bought it. You took money out your pocket to go buy it. You took time out your day to go buy it. You took gas to go buy it. Now you got that part saying that they got to pay you for the convenience of having it there. So you mark up 20%. And I'm getting that a lot. People say, how do what do I do with the actual part? Do I give it to them for my cost? No, you never give nobody for the cost that you got it for. You always gonna make a profit out of it. So yeah, we're gonna have to sit down and we're gonna have to go back basic business, and that's another reason too why I say I would like to actually start meeting people out here with these different businesses and these different professional degrees and stuff like that. Because the same thing what Jiu Jitsu done from MMA, Jiu Jitsu made force people to actually say, okay, that mess I've learned in Taekwondo don't work. I can't kick nobody butt. That mess I learned Wing Chun, it don't work. And it forced people to actually get back to the basics of where MMA now, martial arts now is probably the best it's been and probably with the people that they have and stuff, it's probably the best it's been since people were actually going out Genghis Khan and then when they were going out conquering people and you really had to fight for your life. Because what happened now, all the impurities have been pushed out, and you see what works. All that jumping in the air and trying to kick somebody spinning in the air, you know it don't work now. They now have pushed all the impurities out, and now you getting back to a true form of martial arts, what really work and what really can work. And we got to do the same thing with business. All this stuff they teaching you all business and stuff, it don't work. It doesn't work. And now that we're coming back actual small business owners, and we coming back and we say, okay, it don't work, and we need to go out there and we need to do like Horse Gracie done. Say, you bring your MBA out here and let's go do business and see who's work, see what works and what doesn't work, and we can actually then start to push out a lot of these crazy majors and these crazy beliefs that people are putting on people about socialism and all this other stuff. We can push that stuff away and tell people you can still make it here in America. You can start from nothing and have anything that you want. You don't have to depend on nobody. And so we can actually start to push a lot of that stuff away. If we actually met up and actually you had to put what you learned against what I learned. I don't care what it is. Not going against the religion and all that, but if you somebody who believe religion is the thing, that you got to pray to get what you want, and all you got to do is believe. You meet me someplace and you do that, we come back and we have who can bring the tangible results back. Same thing, regardless of whatever it is that you believe politics is the way that you need to go out here and you need to get involved with politics, and that's the way you're going to get your livelihood and your money. Meet me someplace and you take your social work on politics and social justice, and I'll put it against appliance repair. And let's see See who have the most tangible results at the end of the day. Okay. All right. Here we go. Hey, Mike, will you have a course on hiring people and how much to pay them? Yes, I am. You might see with the Appliance Bootcamp renovation, I have two young men that I'm there. I'm actually going through just kind of showing y'all how you do it, how you actually bring people in, you actually training them, and how you actually give. What happens uh, right now with me trying to teach y'all how to hire people. There's no trust. When I'm talking to people who don't hire, who never have no employees or anything coming from it, from where I don't know where it got to where we are now, where we don't trust anybody, not even our own family members. There's no trust amongst us, especially as African Americans. There's no trust. We don't trust or believe that you're going to do the right thing by me. We don't, and the people that do work with us don't trust and believe that they're going to pay us, that we're going to pay them. So I got to show y'all how to. I'm actually using them as my test lab to show you all how you build that trust. With them, I got to pay them every day. It's none of this thing. I'm going to pay you when the job is done. I'll pay you next week. For one, they're in a state in their life where they're not stable enough where they can actually go 2 or 3 days without having any money. I gotta make sure at the end of every day they're gonna get paid, and that way they'll keep coming back, and that way they'll keep them from doing something crazy. So now once I'm paying them every day, and I got the alligators away from the door, and their stomach are fed, and they got cash in their pocket. Now I can actually start doing the other stuff. Where now I'm actually showing you all how you trust somebody. Where I take those guys who ain't never done any carpentry work a day in their life, I show them how to do something, and then I give them the chance to prove to me that they are not responsible. I'm going to take it ahead of time that you are responsible, and that the safety guards and the safety nets that I put in place going to make sure and ensure that you're going to be responsible. Not going to actually build yourself up to make yourself believe that you got ownership in what you're doing. You're not just doing it to actually make some money. You got ownership. Because when I come back and check, I want you to be able to be proud of what you were able to accomplish. If I sit there and I micromanage everything that you've done and don't give you a chance to actually put your own stamp on it, for you to actually grow, all you're doing there is just looking for to get paid at the end of the day. But if I leave you with a task and I say, okay, you own this, and I'm going to come back in a couple of hours, and I come back in a couple of hours, they want to make sure that they have gotten more work done than I actually expected them to get done. Because they want to be able to say, hey, we knocking this out. And now they're proud of their craftsmanship and stuff. So all this stuff, that's what I'm actually showing you all as I do it, because you all don't trust anybody. Don't even trust anybody to y'all don't even trust people to screw two rods together, and not without them making a mistake and trying to do something to hurt you. We got to get to the point where you got to trust people before you can hire somebody. And it, I just don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Somebody said he got it. Definitely makes sense. John Wood, I'm only concerned about not being able to get contract. So now is not a good time to apply. No, you apply now. No, you apply now. You apply now. It don't stop. It don't stop. When they come back, they're gonna do the work. But you just have to know that right now people start to slow down. Because it's Christmas time. People shopping, people going on vacation, people not thinking about work right now. What they doing at work? Every day they got some potluck or they got some Christmas party. They not doing no work now. The companies know that. Or they laying off. If they're not celebrating, they cry because they laid off. And they definitely ain't gonna do no work if they laid off. So you just got you got to know it's a cycle. But you go ahead and put your stuff in. You don't. How can I say this? You keep sowing seeds. You sow your seeds. You sowing your seeds now. When they come back, they be ready to sprout up. No, no. All right. On CD calls, do you require payment before work is done? There go another trust issue. Now on CD calls, I get payment. Once the work is done, I get payment in full. But prior to work getting done, if I go out and I need to order a part, I'm gonna get half the payment up front. Then you pay the remainder when I come back and complete it. And the reason I get half the payment up front, I'm not going to be taking my money financing your products or financing your repair. I get half the money up front. That way I can pay for any labor costs that I have associated with the call so far, and pay for the part that I'm going to have to order for you. So that way, if you decide that you don't want to get it repaired, it don't cost me anything. You already paid me for my labor thus far, and you also already paid for the part. So we're good there. But nah, don't. People gonna pay you. People gonna pay you. Even somebody say, I had one guy. Only problem he got one bad check. He got a bad check. So he said, "What you do with a bad check?" Now, if you get somebody write you a bad check, it's going to happen. And some places, like in areas where they're going through gentrification, especially like in the Durham, North Carolina area, where they trying to remove a group of people to start with, and they look for any and everything to lock somebody up and get them caught up in the system, so they can remove so they can remove them. They usually have what they call like a check, a fraudulent check, a division within the county, within the sheriff's office. So all you have to do then is just take your check down there, and the sheriff then looking forward to that, because now they get to go to arrest the guy, and his bond they're gonna charge him the cost of court, and then they're gonna charge him whatever check he wrote to get out of jail. So they love to do that in Durham. You take it to the fraudulent check place, the sheriff's office will reach out to him and say, "Hey, you got 7 days to come down here and bring us the cash for this bad check. If not, we're gonna arrest you. It's gonna be $500 bail, plus you're gonna have to pay for the actual check before you get out of jail." And they just want to get you in the system anyway. So that with them, you do it that way. If you someplace where they don't have that, then you whatchamacall. You actually want to then go to the banks, go to their banks. So they'll send you like an email, or they'll send you like a paper copy of that check. They used to give you the original check. They don't do that anymore. You just take that little printout of that check, and you go to their bank, and you want to go on Friday mornings, and you want to go on Monday mornings. Go every Friday morning, every Monday morning. Just show up at the bank, and don't call them. You call them once or twice, they're not gonna call. They knew it was a bad check when they wrote, but just don't say anything. Leave them alone, and you just stop by their bank, and you just say, "Hey, one of your customers wrote me a bad check. I want to see if money is in the account." The teller check. If there's no money in the account, they say, "No, it's none here today." Okay, fine, and you move on. Eventually, he's gonna forget, and he's gonna deposit your money in that account. You go there one day, the bank teller gonna say, "Yeah, they got money in there. What would you like for us to do? We can give." They say, "We can't give you cash. We'll give you a certified check in your company name." That'll be fine. I'll take that. They're gonna give you a certified check in the company name. The reason you go on Friday and Monday, because they get paid. They put their money in on Friday. Sometimes they put it in after. Most of the time they put the money in, they'll pull it right out, or sometimes they'll put it in on late Friday, and it doesn't clear until like Monday, and they not really thinking about it. And you want to get it before he get it out. And so once you get it out, he gonna call you. Then he or she gonna call and be mad. Say, "Hey, why you didn't tell me you were gonna take the money out? I needed that to pay my bills. You messed me up." And then you just want to tell them, say, "Hey, I did not know. I gave it to a company that collects checks for me, and they just went out and got it, and I didn't have anything to do with it. I apologize. I try to call you to make it right, so I just turned it over to them, and that's it. And you keep your money and be done with it." All right. All right, BK from the Rock is so true, Mike. People really are financially and economically ignorant. I think people are so bad off from chasing jobs and not ownership for so. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm still I don't know what it is. I'm pushing back to the school system. I gotta push back to the school system. It just don't happen. It just don't happen overnight. The way we are now, where it just don't happen overnight. It gotta be planned, and somebody deliberately done this. It gotta be planned. Somebody deliberately done this. All right, let's see here. All right. Will you do a course on YouTube video about how to shop for and acquire health, dental, vision insurance? I'm gonna when we go to the when I go to the actual convention this year, I'm gonna actually talk to those guys about the health insurance that's offered within our organization within USA. Like I say, I never had to do it because I got free health insurance. The way I do it, I get free health insurance. I might could talk about how I get free health insurance, but I never had to go out and buy it. But I can tell you how you can acquire it, how you can actually pay for it once you get it. But I get more details from the convention on how they actually the health insurance and stuff work, because I'm really interested in that. Prestige mobile detail. Absolutely, Mike. I sold candy bars all through high school, even to the teacher. Never was broke. There you go. There you go. That's what we done. And and now people don't even know how to don't even know you buy it for 5 cents, sell it for a quarter. Nobody know how to do that anymore. Breezy talking. Everybody wants something for free. You can't take government assistance for that. All these women getting the free money pass that mentality to their kids, passing them. Everybody getting free money. All the women getting free money, pass that mentality to their kids. It's very aggravating. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's something. Wealth creation. Please redo the basic business course so I can see the numbers of this appliance repair business again. Okay, all right. Drive on, my brother. Strong word. Appreciate it. 89 Dr. Front. Just got the notification. What's up, ABC5? Hey, how you doing? 89 Dr. Front. No, the sales in tomorrow night at 12 o'clock. Oh boy, Dread. Hey Mike, what's a good company to get general liability insurance? You're gonna have to see, because unfortunately, insurance company can't cross state lines. You're gonna have to see what's good in your state. And whatever they got a good price. And to me, it don't really matter. I change insurance from whenever, when the price I don't feel is right. Jen 110, it wouldn't let me register on the website because I already purchased the drive and train. Okay, email me, Jen, your email address, and I add you in. Email me and I add you in. Robert Ferrier. Do you know if there's a lot of work available upstate New York, Orange County? Yeah, it's work available anywhere. Everywhere you go, got appliance repair work. It's available everywhere. Reginald Dave, what do you do about third-party warranty companies not wanting to pay your $85 service diagnostic charge? Don't do work for them. Just don't do work for them. That's how you. There's other people. There's plenty of people out there who will. If they don't want to pay your price, then just don't do work. That's all it is. You own your business. They don't tell you what to charge. You tell them what you're going to charge. If they decide that y'all not a good fit, you're just not a good fit. You move on. Baryadine, I told my son we're going to start reselling. He would do the repairs and gain 50% of the profit. He's not. There you go. There you go. Yeah, he can do that. Dan Young, American Home Shield said they're in desperate need of appliance repair in Savannah, Georgia area. They have pretty much been begging me to sign up. I'm in the process now. There you go. And that's a real good company. That's a real good company. And um, people complain a lot about bill collectors and student loan people calling them about past due bills and about collections and stuff. You start doing appliance repair, and these third-party warranty companies start calling. They beg more than a crackhead. I've never seen a crack or a meth head beg more than Select Home Warranty or home advisor. They call you every 5 seconds. I mean, they call you every other day. They'll be calling you, begging you. And it's just ridiculous. Oh my God, Kurtz. Jesus Christ. I think that's slick. My son got caught selling candy and they suspended him for a day. That's what I said. They beat people in and forcing them not to do it. But that was a way of life when we was in school. You sold candy, or we used to have these pencils. We used to call them a rubber pencil. We used to have, back then we had pencil fights in school. So it was this one pencil. We say it was a rubber pencil. It could bend real far back, and when you snapped it, those real hard wooden pencils, it would just snap through them, just like a chainsaw. So when you had a pencil fight, you wanted to have a rubber pencil. And if your mom back then we had a store called Roses. It was kind of like a Walmart. So they sold them at Roses. And back then we only went to the grocery store once a month. You didn't go to the grocery store every day like we do now. So if you didn't have one and your mom, when you went by Roses and you bought it and you had that rubber pencil, You could sell that rubber pencil for $2 or $3. It probably cost you maybe 50 cents at the store. So everybody wanted one to do the pencil fights when we had them. So New Board Live, what's up, y'all? Robert Ferrier, would you allow anyone shadow you for hands-on knowledge? If so, how much would that cost? Nah, just buy the course. Buy the course and you shadow me then. You buy the course and you do it all yourself. Like I say, you see the young guys that I got there now. I'm not there with them. They out there working now. They said they want to work tomorrow. I don't shadow. They don't shadow me. I tell them what to do. They do it. I go back and I check it. And now they check themselves. Now they actually are looking at stuff that they done at the beginning, and they're telling me I messed up right there. We need to go back and fix it. They correcting themselves. I don't want nobody following behind me. I want you to be independent. I want you to be able to go do this for yourself. I want you to be able to be like, I'm not gonna call his name because I'd like for him to come do an interview with me. But you be like the young man who quit college and said, I can go fix anything. I can fix anything I go to. He don't need me. He called me. It's not, he can't fix nothing. He might run something past me, but it ain't because he can't fix nothing. And we talk business. And now he wants to get into doing CODs. He don't need me for anything. Okay. Wonderful Life of Bob J. I got the drive-in training. How do I know how ticket contract? How do I know how ticket contracts for drive-in cleaning? I don't understand that. Reword that. I don't reword that. Okay, I did the online course, but I might need hands-on. I did the online course, but I might need hand-on experience. I've always had a problem putting things back together. Well, then start at your house. You got washer and dryer at your house. Uh, Take yours apart and put it back together. That's all you do. And how are you going to get the experience? That's what the third party warranty company is for. They what you call, they protect you and they protect the customer. That's why I said do 1 or 2 stops until you get comfortable. That's where you get your experience from. You don't need to be walking behind me all day. Go out here and make your own. Get paid to get the hands-on experience. Okay, Greg B. 210 will call you 3 times a week. I know that number. There you go. You'll get to a point where you see that number, you know it by heart. You want to answer. There you go. Like I said, they call him 3 times a week. He know that number by heart. You know it by heart. You get to the point. I look at us. I know who that is. You want to answer. Dan Young, what's a good overtime hourly rate? It's up to you. I charge my rates. My rates is my rates. I don't do many overtime. I don't do many overtime. My rate is my rate. Most stuff they have to wait till the morning. Now, if I'm doing a restaurant is gonna be different. It's gonna be depending on what you do, and because it's commercial, all that stuff built in, built in. But you're not. It's not gonna be like a. It's not gonna doing appliance repair. It's not gonna be like going to work a job. And you looking for time and a half where you making $15 an hour. They normally pay you $10, then you get $15 an hour. You think you're getting something good. Just think, you're going to somebody's house making $85 an hour. $85. The average person right now begging for $15 an hour. You making $85 an hour. You making all you making God knows what you making almost 6 times more than what they making an hour. You ain't got to nickel and dime so much about hourly rate and all that, overtime and all that. $85 an hour, you can live well. You can live well. Okay, all right, Slicks. All right. Greg B, we still got roses. The colors are brown and white. There's some limited. Yeah, there you go. There you go. John Wood, everybody in Dallas got a contract. Yeah. Marcus Ali. Hey, y'all. Hey, Marcus, how you doing, man? All right. The Wonderful World, Bob J. How do you get contracts for drive-in cleanup? I'm calling my housing authority, and it was no one to talk to. You're gonna have to go meet some people. You got to. You're not gonna have to just call. You're gonna have to actually go there and show your face too. They never seen you before. Show up. Take some donuts. You got to go out there and sell yourself. You got to go out there and sell yourself. And you don't go just one time, and you don't call just one time. Just like you see how, like we just said, 210 210 home warranty call 3 times a week. You do the same thing. You have a list of everybody you want. You call them once a week and check in. You send them donuts. You got it takes about 7 times of people hearing from you before they decide to buy. So you don't do nothing with a one time. Okay, he's been taking calls with Plus as well. All right, brother Durbin, how you doing? All right, here we go. There you go. Be the creator, Mr. Sneed, the Appliance Bootcamp, military vehicles. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm taking it in probably at the beginning of the year. We're gonna actually take it in, and I'm actually gonna redo the do some engine work. I was gonna do an engine swap. I thought about doing like a LS swap, and I thought about doing maybe like putting like a 360 or something, putting a V8 in it. But uh, I like the it has what they call this engine that we have in it is an old engine they call a flathead, and a flathead is like a it has once you build it where you actually build it where you put horsepower in it, it makes a sound that you can't get out of a new engine. It sounds almost like a Harley Davidson because the head is flat. You hear that it's like a slapping sound when those pistons and stuff are pumping, and you just can't get that sound anywhere else. And a lot of people love that sound, and those engine goes forever and ever. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that flathead engine and we're going to bore it out and we're going to put bigger pistons in it. We're going to actually then change the carburetor on it, and we're going to put another cam in it, put a different cam in it where I have a higher lift on the valves and stuff. So when I come, it's gonna have that flathead sound. So people, because that's the thing, the vehicle looks good. Uh, Now it's looking good, but all it does is look. I want it also to when I pull up, I want them to hear it. I want to hear that flathead engine popping and hear that lope from the cam. I want people to hear it also, not only just see it. I want them to be able to look at it. Okay, that thing sounds good and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do there. And I got a guy that's gonna help me do that too. He builds race cars, and we've been talking about our approach, and we getting ready to get that started beginning of the year. Brother Durbin, man, if I had someone like you in my area, Mike, I'd love to learn appliance repair. Okay, I would love to teach you. I still can't teach you. Go person to appliance boot camp, and you can get it. What would you say is the disadvantage of this business, if any? I'm so excited to start. It almost sounds too good to be true. Um, Only like I told you, the only disadvantage I've seen in the appliance repair business is to the point where you just got so much work. You get so much work, and you become postal. They used to have this thing where almost every week you turn on the news and you see somebody work at the post office was doing something crazy, shooting people, just going crazy. And what they would say, people he went. Then we start saying they went postal. And the reason why they found out people in the post office was going crazy, this was before email and stuff. Now they wish they had work. Now Amazon and FedEx and all these, and now people email. They're not sending so much stuff out. Uh, they're what you call. They Now they don't have as much work as they had, but it used to be. No, you had to mail everything through the mail. And what happened with post workers, they never could get caught up. No matter how much work they done the day before, when they got back to work the next day, it was that much more work there to the point they went postal. Well, the same thing will happen if you let it in appliance repair. Appliance repair get to the point where you can go crazy. You go postal because there's so much work and you seem like you're never getting caught up. You always seem like you're gonna be pushed, or you're gonna always seem like you behind always. It's never you getting caught up. To the point where I was listening to Mike Check. Mike Check, this is the first time he done took a vacation. It ain't because he ain't got the money. He just ain't got the time to go. He ain't got the time to take off. Him and Tim Hill. And you can find this out with a lot of people. You're gonna ask them, do you all go to the seminars? I ain't got time to go. I got just so much work. I ain't got time to go nowhere. That's what happened. This business to get to the point where it'll take your whole life. You can work 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, and you'll never get caught up. You'll never get caught up. As much as you answer your phone and go to stuff, you'll have that much work. You'll always feel behind, and you always have this uneasy feeling in your stomach that you just can't catch up. You just can't catch up. And then you gotta get to the point where you gotta learn. Okay, there's only so much I can do, and you're gonna find your capacity and where you feel good at, and then you're gonna draw the line there. That's why I say it's no overtime. I'm not doing the overtime. Because you can do overtime all day. People don't stop calling you. Your phone rings all the time. It ain't when people get home from work, they find out their refrigerator broke. It's 6 o'clock. So what they're gonna do then? They're gonna start calling you in the middle of the night. The washing machine gonna flood. They're gonna call at 12 o'clock at night. You wake up the next morning, you're gonna have 6 or 7 voice messages on your answering service. And then on top of that, you got full day. You got people who got emergencies, and you already got a full day. And you might be booked 2 days out, and you're trying to figure out a way to get them in. And you haven't even open yet. You open from 9 until 4. You got people calling you all day. Can you come here? Can you come here? Can you come here? And then then you want to help so many people, and some of them are your long-term customers. You don't want to push them out 2 or 3 days. Next thing you know, you squeezing them in between 2 stops. Then once you squeeze them in between the stop, now you behind to the next stop. That person is calling you. What time are you coming? It's all that's the problem. It's just so much work out here. It actually drown you in work. Honestly, it will. All right, and that's the downfall of this business. Other than that, it's good. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit more than I'm getting out. Okay, here we go. Robert Fern. I just done that. Maybe it's the season. Okay. Okay. When just starting out and later, when we gain experience, how far out radius from my home should I make my service area? Um, just you service where you want to. It's gonna be plenty of work. And as you start to do better and you get more experience, you bring your service area in. You don't go out as far. Starting out, you might go out. I don't know where you live. Depending on where you live in the rural area, you're gonna have to drive a little further. But you someplace that's metro area, you got to go out far at all. But as you actually start to do it, and you actually start to learn the actual areas where you work in, some areas I don't want to go to. Some areas it's a high end area I don't want to go to. You can't go there if you. I don't care who you are. You can't go into the community until I think 9 o'clock, and then you have to leave by 4 o'clock. When you come in, you whatchamacall. You can't if you drive in mud or something like that, you gotta actually they have water hose. You gotta wash your truck tires off, and you gotta spray the streets off. You can't have no legal mud or they'll fine you. You gotta then it just some places you don't want to go. Some high rises they want you to actually put this thing on your insurance on your general liability so that if you make a mistake in one of the high rises, it cover all the apartments and stuff up under and all that. So before you go, if they customer call you, it's gonna take you 2 or 3 days or however to get that on if you ain't got one on it already for that apartment bill. Some places I just don't want to go. Some places nowhere to park. It's a high rise downtown Raleigh. There's nowhere to park. I don't want to be there. The elevator, they give you this one to get in, is nowhere to park to start with. Then you go in, they got to call up to the person. That person then got to say it's okay for you to come down. Then the elevator person, they're going to come in and they're going to actually open up the elevator. They're going to use this key and they're going to push just that floor. And when you go up to that, you can only go to that floor. Once the door opens, you go to the person house. When you get ready to go back out to your truck, you to get your parts and stuff, you got to come back out, go all the way down, get on the elevator, go out to wherever you parked there, get your parts, come back, and that person got to let you back. He got called up. He can see that you there working. He gonna call that person back up again. They're gonna give okay. It's just too much of a headache. And they pay good, but I don't want to do it. So you'll find certain things you don't want to do, and you won't do it. Okay. You stay busy in this. You stay busy. There you go, Slick. You stay busy is a disadvantage. That's it. You stay busy. Yep. If I got busy, I could possibly hire my brother. Yeah, some people do. There you go, Slick. And he telling you, he always feel behind. Always feel behind. Yep. How do I find the course? Just go right here. And you can do it. I'm putting. You go here to the appliancebootcamp.com, and you can get the course right there. And Robert Ferrier, you just don't have to listen to me. Go listen to every. Don't just take my word about the appliance repair business. There's plenty of people now who's coming forth that's in the appliance repair business that's putting videos. You got Mike Check, you got TMM Appliance, I think DC Appliance Repair, TC Appliance Repair. You got all these people now who's coming up and saying, yeah, this is what the life is as an appliance repairman. And you can go there and listen to them and verify what we say. There you go. Slick say he's working right now, going to replace the dishwasher, main control board. There you go. And it's 4 o'clock on a Saturday. 4 o'clock on a Saturday. Wonderful Life with Jay. What service is good to use schedule appointments? I use Appointment Quest, but whatever you like. Robert Ferrier, it should be easy to make like 200,000 a year with all the work with help. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you at, but most of the time the average truck for a service, average truck will make you anywhere between 100 and 125 per truck for appliance repair. And now if you're doing commercial, yes, but residential, 100 to 125 is what about where you're going to be at, and and you can live just about anywhere with that I know of. Now you in San Fran, that it'll go up a little bit. If you was in San Fran or you live in downtown Manhattan, that price will go up some. But for about 125, you can live just about anywhere in the U.S. and be comfortable. Mike, would you consider doing a class? Well, it's in the Appliance Bootcamp online. I might break it. I might break it out a little bit, break out some of the modules, but we have that on the online. And I'll be adding new stuff. That's the other thing too. Starting next week, I'm totally redoing the Appliance Bootcamp online. Right now, it's just the old stuff that JT and I done 6 months ago when we first started. Now I'm updating it with the new stuff. So everything now gonna be new stuff going forward, and it's gonna be a lot more detailed. And I'm gonna keep both of them on there. I'm gonna have the old one and I'm gonna have the new one, and you have access to all of them once you buy it. Okay, I get that. I saw you just say you sent the email to add you into the course. I get that added. I can't say it's gonna be today, but it'd be added in the next 2 days. Upstate New York. Yeah, you can live, you make 100, 120, no, 100 to 125 and be okay. There you go. Music 23. That dryer vent job just consists of blood, sweat, and tears. And I mean that literally. I got it done. Now, are you you the guy from what you call they had the stack unit today? You called me over in Cincinnati. Oh, there you go. That's what it was. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Mizek 23. He's doing really well. He hasn't been maybe 2-3 weeks out of appliance boot camp. He's knocking it out. He's knocking it out. He had a stack unit today in a bathroom, and he called me. He I knew he wanted to say, hey man, he knew what the problem was, but before he pulled it out, he said, I just want to make sure before I go through the problem of pulling it out. And I said, yeah, you're gonna have to pull it out. So he pulled it out and he got it fixed. And like I said, he knew exactly what that stack unit. He is in a small spot too, but that's good, man. Glad to hear it worked out for you. Kevin Roberts, are we supposed to send you an email to add the course if we already paid? Yeah, you need to go to Appliance Bootcamp and actually register for Appliance Bootcamp. Don't buy it, just register for the school, And then from there, just email me and make sure you use the same email that you use when you purchase the course, and I'll add you in. Yeah, that double stack in the bathroom, that's up. Okay. Mason J. Rubella. I just got the blender cuts. Was just wondering, where are we getting the parts to fix the blenders? Are we increasing the cost of the parts to make a profit? All right, we just went over that. You're gonna get the parts from whoever you buy, whoever the blender makes. If you call that blender, so if you got Vitamix, you can call directly to Vitamix. They even have what they call Parts Town. You can go to Parts Town, they have parts. All right, I spelled that wrong. Parts Town. Parts Town, you can go there and they have parts. And we just said that yes, what you want to mark up parts. And if you buy a part for whoever you buy a part for, you put a 20% markup on it. All right, yeah, Cincinnati. There you go, brother Durbin. Man, damn, if I made 100K in Phoenix, that's good living. Yeah, it is, and that's what he got. Just think, 100,000, not for $400 a day. And you say these guys, they say they're making $300 in a couple hours. So just so $400 a day is not for $100,000, and you make that. Boss life. Hey Mike, I like doing repairs, but I'm more interested in the business side. Would you do a tech work first? Would you do tech work first, or will you just go and hire people? It depends. If you somebody who done business before, if you done business before, uh, then you would automatically just go hire people. I have people who come in here who know business, and they just go out and hire people and let it go. They have no problem doing that. Um, but if you somebody who never ran a business before, uh, you need to learn business, and the business side and the technical side is miles apart, miles and miles and miles apart. And you need to get somebody to show you actually how to run a business. And I'm not actually showing you how to run a business. I'm showing you how to be self-employed. And then once you become self-employed, then I say take your money. You can actually then go and actually invest more into the business, and grow your business, grow this into a business, or you can take the money and invest in something else that provide passive income, real estate or other businesses. Uh, now, if you're gonna actually do it as a business side, you're still gonna be. I don't know your financial situation, but you're still gonna have to have some money. If you're gonna do it as a business side, you're gonna have to have money to pay somebody, because what's gonna happen? You don't know the technical side, and you whatchamacall. You now you got I can if you whatchamacall, you gonna if you got one of the two, then it's easier to make that decision. All right, so all right, say for instance, if I'm somebody who doesn't know, who I'm somebody who I know the technical side. Now, once I know the technical side, I can easily train somebody to replace me as a technician. I can bring another person in, set them beside me in the truck for about 3 or 4 months, them riding with me. I can then teach them how to be a technician, and I have replaced my job as a technician, and I can actually move off. And I can pay him a lower wage because I'm actually learning him how to be a technician. And at that same time, now I can go learn how to become a business owner. And so now I replace myself as a technician, and now I'm going to learn how to become a business owner. Now, if I'm a business owner, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go out and hire somebody who knows the technical part. And because I got to hire somebody who knows the technical part, I'm going to have to hire somebody at the top of the market. I got to pay top dollar for somebody, because I need him to actually be the person who's going to actually train my technicians. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hire him, and I'm going to also go hire me a green guy, an entry level guy. I'm gonna let the entry level guy ride with the guy that knows everything. And with that, I'm gonna have to have enough money to pay both of them, to the point where once that I feel like the guy who knows everything has taught the guy who's at the entry level enough where the guy at the entry level can actually can go out and do it on his own. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to fire the guy that's at the top, because I can't afford to keep his salary at the high end. I'm going to fire that guy, and I'm gonna bring in another guy entry level and let him ride with the guy that just got trained, and I'm gonna use them to keep training people, and then I'll build them up. And once I build them up to a certain level, once I get them to a certain amount of money that I can afford to pay them, it's time for me to move him off and bring somebody else in at a lower level and keep building them up. I don't want to hire to keep nobody at the top of the level where I can afford to pay. I want to bring them in at a lower level and build them up about midway. Once they get about midway, then slide them off and bring somebody else in. That's why I keep telling people that work at these companies and think they're gonna make it out without getting laid off. It ain't gonna happen, because I'm a business owner and I know how businesses think. You think you're gonna make it to retirement? You think you're gonna oh, I'm comfortable now. I'm making the money I want and I got a good job and I'm gonna be here and be relaxed. No, you're gonna get slaughtered. You're gonna get slaughtered because what's gonna happen? They're gonna need to slide you off, and they want to bring somebody else in at the bottom of the pay scale. Because now I got a bigger margin of where I can make my money. When you at the very top, I ain't got no margin to make no money off of you. I'd much rather bring somebody in that's at the lower end of the pay scales, and he makes some mistakes because I'm still making a higher margin off of him. I can deal with the small mistakes and stuff he's gonna make because I'm getting a higher margin off of his salary and what I'm getting off of him. But then same thing, so that's why I say you want to know one of the two. Either you want to know business or you want to know tech, because you're gonna have to pay either way. Either way, you're gonna have to have some money. At the tech part, you can actually you can actually once you start making some money, you can actually once you learn the tech part, it's easier then to replace yourself as a technician. You can easily replace that person as a technician. Once you know how to know tech, once you know the tech part, that to me, I feel that's the easiest place to replace. All right, all right. The appliance convention is in January. All right. Yeah, you get Music 23. Yeah, you get the online courses. Go to Appliance Bootcamp online and actually sign up and register. Use the same email that you use to register for the Appliance Bootcamp live event, and I'll add you in. Just email me once you've done it, and we'll add you in. Untamed can't go. Some folks don't want to go on their knees. No homo. Don't want to go on their knees. Okay. I don't know what that is. Okay. Did you go over what warranty companies to register for commercial blenders repair? I looked at choice and select. Um, One of the fields is a license number. It's no third party warranty company for commercial blender repair. Commercial blender repair. If you look at the course, I told you got to go directly to the actual franchise owners, and I showed you how to do that. You got to go to the actual stores. You're not going to a third party warranty company. There's no third party warranty companies for that. So you're gonna actually market directly to the franchise owner and the store managers. That's what you're gonna be doing. Okay. Okay. They got things going on there. Okay. All right. So this Saturday afternoon, I need to go do some Santa Claus shopping too. Thank everybody for tuning in. On the 60 people that's watching. Um, I really appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. Uh, and like I say, hey, we got one more day if you want to go in and sign up for Appliance Bootcamp online for the discounted rate, and we got the drive-in cleaning at discount, and we got the actual blender repair at discount. After Sunday night, we're going back to the price it's going to be at, and like I say, man, this business right here. If anybody wants to put their courses up against it, and if anybody wants to put their professional licenses or whatever they do against appliance repair, and see what we can do in one day, please reach out, and I'll be more than happy to meet anybody and anybody course. I'll be more than happy to reach anybody course, and with $100 in any city that we don't know, nobody knows know us, and and we have to actually tell people if they ask that we got a felony. I'll tell them I got a felony assault or whatever it is, and we'll go see who got the who discipline is the best. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in to Appliance Bootcamp.